All right. So for this month, our featured app that we're going to be taking a look at is an app that's currently available up on AppSource called Complaint Tracker, provided by Intech Systems.
Yeah, I was looking through AppSource and I kind of came across this one called Complaint Tracker, and it stuck out to me because a lot of people, a lot of times they have to have a separate system to track complaints and whatnot, tickets, service tickets, that type of thing. So I started reading into it more and more and more. You can crack that beer, go for it. There you go. And I from reading it, I thought I liked it a lot, which I still do. Let me tell you a little bit about it. So it says that Complaint Tracker helps you completely track and automate your customers' complaint requests. It's basically an app that helps you automate your complaint tracking process completely. It not only keeps track of all the updates, but also integrates with the service module of Dynamics 365 Business Central to integrate customer complaints with other necessary actions. So you have to have Business Central Premium to use this. And what it does is it integrates with Business Central. You can log a complaint from a customer, and it'll I don't know if it auto generates an email and sends it to the customer, letting them know that you've logged a complaint, and then you can go in and make updates and also send updates to the customer or whatnot. I went through, installed the free trial. It installed easily. It put a complaint management action on the Role Center page. Setup wasn't too difficult. You had to create a number series and a couple things like that. I know that Ken was not happy with there not being a assisted setup feature because
Right.
it takes a little bit longer than 1 minute to install.
Yeah, it took me like 3 minutes
Right, yeah.
to get it installed today versus the 1 minute with maybe an assisted setup wizard to kind of fill in those default values for you.
Yeah,
number series and
I guess it gives you a little bit more confidence you did it right too when you use the assisted setup feature. So I'll talk about a couple features that are with this app. Let's see, it says it's integrated with the service module Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. It notifies the customer and the salesperson with the status of the complaint via email, which I actually like. The app can auto-generate service order based on complaint request. It tracks the resources used or the visit charges for servicing. Complaints can be I don't even know what this is. How do you say it?
Bifurcated.
Bifurcated. I have no idea what that is. Bifurcated in free or paid service sections. It checks if the service product comes under warranty or not, and there is no need to make new service lines for products under warranty. So, I think the main selling point of this is that it's integrated with Business Central. You don't have to have a separate system. Is it feature packed like a separate system would be? Probably not. We do not know the cost of it either, so that could be a positive or a negative. And I don't know. What did you think when you first tried it out?
Well, first I found that bifurcate means to divide or split.
Does it?
So you can split or divide complaints into free or paid service sections. There you go.
Now, me being a marketing person, you're supposed to cater to a 9th grade reading level. So I would not have used the word bifurcated.
There you go. A little positive feedback for the app developer. So I did set it. I tested it in a brand new version 15 Wave 2 version. It installed correctly. I did notice there were two apps out there for Complaint Tracker, and they were different versions.
Yeah, exactly the same though, right? Same company.
Same exact thing. One of them was version 1.0.0. One was 1.0.2.
So maybe for past Business Central versions.
I did the new version into my new Business Central, an updated Business Central environment.
It took you about 3 minutes to set up, you said?
It did, although I did test the email functionality, and I received a message that SMTP email was not set up in my environment. So what that means is that this app is using the Business Central kind of email delivery functionality, which is called SMTP, built in, so that when emails get sent, they're not actually getting sent out through each individual user's Outlook,
Right.
but rather through an SMTP mail server. So it looks like if you're going to use this, you do have to have that set up in your Business Central environment. Now some people may already have that set up because they're using other features in Business Central
Right.
that use the SMTP mail setup.
So it might not be an issue for them.
So you may find that already works right out of the box, but if not, you'd have to additionally set up that feature as well.
All right.
Yep.
So overall, what do you think of the idea of it, though?
From a product naming standpoint, it's called Complaint Tracker, which is to me a little negative.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Right? I mean, sometimes you have customers maybe calling you up. They're not calling to complain.
Yeah.
They're just calling to maybe find out information, check on the status of something, report that something needs to be maintenance.
Get help with a little something.
So I would say customer, support case tracking or
Might be a better way to go.
something a little bit at least more neutral. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're not calling you because they're happy and positive. But But I guess people get it, right? It's a complaint tracker. It's a case tracker for issues that customers are calling up for. I get it. The only other thing is that it does require. Looks like the use of service management to create service orders to actually complete the follow-up of servicing,
Right.
Maybe a piece of equipment or a product for the customer.
Yeah.
And over the many years, we've been implementing NAV and Business Central. We have many customers that use service management, and they don't have this kind of, I view this like a front end.
Right.
It's almost like a customer service person, their ability to quickly record that they had this conversation with the customer, that this issue has come in, and then someone is going to make a decision. Okay, are we going to resolve this, close this out, it's finished, or go create a new service order for it? Historically, we've had customers, what they'll do is they'll just create a new service order on the fly. As they're talking to the customer, they can record similar information of what's happening, or what the symptom codes, the fault code, and then even record a resolution and comments and finish and close that service order
right there,
right on the fly. So to me, it's a nice front end for a customer service person to easily create a new support case. But there are other ways to accomplish this within Business Central.
So you think it's geared more towards the organization that is getting more complaints than or a high volume of complaints than somebody else? So it puts the customer at ease when they get an email saying, we've got your complaint, we've logged it or whatnot. Let them know that somebody actually is paying attention to it.
Exactly. It's a nice front end tool where you can quickly record, all right, I talked to Sally at ABC Supplies, here's her issue, and then I can, it immediately sends an email to the customer to acknowledge that we have this, issue, this complaint number,
logged,
that it's logged, and then they can use that as a reference for following up. So it is a nice front end thing for sure, where maybe, yes, you need like a formal structure kind of in place, where you have a larger team, and you don't want all those people to be creating service orders for all those calls.
And I think it's also, a lot of it's going to depend on the price of it. I mean, if it's, let's just say $1,000 a month, maybe it's not as nice as we might think it is.
Yep, exactly, right. So those are all factors on AppSource. There's some screenshots that are on there that show kind of some sample screens and like the complaint register report. No, I don't think any videos on there.
No,
no demo videos.
And I documented the setup process that I took to install it on Business Central. So we'll include that with the show notes. You'll see step by step.
Yep.
and all
What I,
that.
what I like, my last takeaway on it is that, I do love that something like this is available,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because yes, it may not be something that everyone needs, but if you do need it, I think what we're starting to see is that there's more and more options out there
Right.
for different apps to solve different problems out there,
Yep.
which is ultimately more helpful to everyone out there.
It's great. The more apps, the better. I mean, more issues people can solve, we'll
All
take
right.
it.
So Complaint Tracker from Intex Systems, it was our featured app this month. We will come back in a moment and wrap it up.